there were tons of people like screaming my name.
Billie Eilish's music is on everyone's playlist, and we can't get enough of her.
Did you hear that? Hold on, I'm going back.
And we can't get enough of her. But have you ever wondered what it's like to be a wealthy superstar and still be a teenager? What would you spend your millions on if you were Billie? Scouring Billie Eilish's Instagram will have a lot of us shook thanks to her designer duds, dozens of chains, and flashy vehicles. Well, the girl does have a net worth of over $6 million, and she's making more money as we speak. Let's take a look at some of her most expensive treasures and see if we could ever live a life like Billie.
What do I love about fashion?
Billie is known for wearing oversized designer looks, but when it comes to her outfits, every now and then she sports a totally customized ensemble, and we can't help but wonder what that sets her back. This custom look that Billie wore to her When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go Spotify Immersive Experience pop-up. We know the hat alone cost $55, and the Nike Air Force Ones cost $250. This custom Imran Moosvi look set back Billie $499 for the pants and $495 for the jacket. If you're Billie Eilish, a custom head-to-toe look is probably going to set you back anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500. But Billie sometimes keeps it simple with just regular designer outfits. This Gucci outfit she wore in a video interview for Billboard magazine looks so comfy. The bomber jacket costs, only $2,150, and the matching shorts in this look cost a cool $1,300. Overall, most designer looks that Billie is wearing cost anywhere from $2,000 to $3,500. That's not even including Billie's jewelry. Billie wears a lot of jewelry, so we have got to break this down to find out what it costs to be blinged out like Billie Eilish. Billie was rocking this look in her Insta stories on July 20th, 2019. You know how our girl loves to layer her chains. Well, these classic gold and crystal Chanel earrings cost around $975 for a pair, this long chain necklace costs about $1,150, and this bracelet that cost $925. That's not all. She also layered this $1,150 necklace, this $2,000 necklace, and this $1,800 choker. Now, we know a lot of these were probably gifted to Billie, but if you want to rock this look yourself, you're gonna need close to $8,000. Sheesh. But Billie loves to rock a ton of jewelry, not just bling. Billie said in July 2019 that she's kind of always hated her fingers. We all have our insecurities, right? She just covers them in rings to accentuate her own style, but this girl wears one on almost every single finger. Some of Billie's favorites are these dope bunny rings, which range from $140 to $400. Add in some classic skull rings from Heart of Bone, 2 or 3 of those at $140 a pop, and throw in these stackable name rings from Souvenir Jewelry, only like $90 a piece, and you're done. Simply fork over $500 to $700 for your fingers to look just like Billie's. But in 2019, Billie premiered a new addition to her finger looks. Like we said, Billie claims to be a little self-conscious of her hands and fingers. Tons of celebs rock long acrylic nails, but Billie, of course, took it a step further. These extra long stiletto nails always have people saying, but how do you pick things up? Well, maybe Billie can pay someone to pick stuff up for her. These nails can cost anywhere from $45 to $85. Add on some extra shellac and classic lime green Billie nail polish for $20, and you're looking at about $100 for these claws. Add in the fact that you have to get them retouched usually every 2 weeks, so that's around $200 a month for super long nails like Billie's. The cost of Billie's hands alone is really adding up. What else does she spend money on to keep her hands, or more, her wrists, looking fresh? Billie loves to rock street-style looks, in case you haven't noticed. And what Billie Eilish look would be complete without a killer timepiece? Billie has been known to rock not 1, but 2 or more watches at once. Maybe she's keeping time for different cities so she doesn't lose track? Either way, these cost a pretty penny since Billie has an affinity for designer accessories. In her IG stories in July, she showed off a Chanel watch that costs around $5,700. Back in 2017, Billie donned several Chanel watches at a launch party in New York. Now, we don't think Billie would actually wear 4 or 5 Chanel pieces at once, although we wouldn't put it past her. But if she does, this watch alone would cost around $40,000. We think these kinds of price tags are why Billie sometimes prefers to go vintage shopping. While in New Zealand in 2018, Billie Eilish was given a challenge to spend $350 on vintage designer duds. She had a pretty hard time keeping to her budget because this girl loves vintage shopping. But even designer clothes from a vintage store are still expensive. A crop top Gucci shirt, that cost Billie $225, not to mention the motorcycle jacket, vintage tee, and bomber jacket that added up the rest of the $550. Yeah, she went $250 $250 over budget. Overall, her vintage spree trip was about to cost $2,000. Can you imagine dropping that much at a vintage store? Better bring a big bag with you. Oh yeah, Billie loves unique bags too. Billie Eilish gets to travel the world, so you better believe this girl has some serious luggage to haul around all her dope outfits. For her carry-on, Billie likes to pay homage to one of her favorite shows, Rick and Morty. Her backpack has a huge shark-like face of Rick and classic lime green accents. This backpack only costs about $65, but for her luggage, Billie turns to celeb fave designer Virgil Abloh and the off-white Rimowa luggage collection. We've seen stars like Kylie Jenner sport luggage with Virgil Abloh design, so it's no surprise Billie is in on the stylish bags too. But a suitcase from this line is gonna throw you back anywhere from $1,700 to $2,100. Hey, the girl needs some sturdy luggage to travel as much as she does, so this makes sense to us. But Billie likes other kinds of bags too, and she spends a pretty penny on them. Billie loves to rock a mini fanny pack, and honestly, we're so glad these are back on trend. It's just so convenient. Billie has rocked this Gucci Supreme fanny pack a few times, and this puppy costs around $660. And don't forget this MCM fanny pack that she rocked at their grand opening on Rodeo Drive. Billie is actually the newest model for MCM as of July 2019, so that's not surprising. But if you wanted this bag, you're gonna need to spend about $665. Or maybe Billie is wearing this one from her new campaign with them, costing about $525. When you spend all that on a fanny pack, what's even left to put in there? Either way, Billie has plenty of bags to use. As much as Billie loves lime green, she also wears a ton of black, which makes sense for her to have this $80 Stussy crossbody bag in black. But if she's feeling a little more colorful, don't worry, she's got this, as she called it, sick-ass Chanel bag, which brand new costs around $4,000. Or maybe she carries around all her stuff in something like this custom piece. Similar Gucci bags cost around $2,000. She's probably carrying around all her accessories in these bags, like Sunny's. Billie loves to match her eyewear to her outfits. Come on, don't tell us you haven't noticed her monochromatic looks. From lime green to traffic cone orange, Billie has so many different kinds of shades, and it's had to have cost her a fortune. These neon green goggles are from Prada and set Billie back about $260, but they're her signature color, so we totally get it. These blue Oakley shades match her blue ensemble and occasional blue hair, so we see why she spent about $115 on them. As for that shade of orange we mentioned, these babies are from the Vogue Zoom In Gigi Hadid 2019 collection and cost around $115 as well. Billie doesn't joke around when it comes to her accessories, especially not the ones she puts on her head. Billie loves hats and wears lots of 90s inspired looks, like this $35 Huff white dad cap she wore with an all-white ensemble, or this Louis Vuitton beanie she sports pretty often. It only cost around $40. But this Gucci printed ball cap was not as affordable as some of her other hats. To match her silk Gucci outfit, this hat costs around $350. Billie loves bucket hats too. As she said, Tyler the Creator is one of her biggest influences and he wears them all the time. Some of them, like this MCM black bucket hat, cost around $310. But while Billie may spend a lot on hats, she saves some cash in the face department. Billie keeps her makeup simple, which makes sense because her natural beauty is undeniable. Billie's makeup artist for Coachella, Rob Rumsey, says that she likes to keep it simple: full brows, glowing skin, and mascara. You could totally copy Billie's makeup look for around $60 to $75. Just use the Benefit Cosmetics Precisely My Brow Pencil for $24, throw their brow setter on for $24 more, some MAC highlighter for around $14, and some lip gloss. But Billie likes to play more with her hair than her makeup. Billie is known for changing up her hair color a lot. She sticks to mostly cooler tones like blues and silvers, but in July of 2019, she started sporting some lime green roots with darker locks. How much does hair color like this cost? Keeping her silver hair takes some maintenance since her natural color is quite a bit darker, costing around $300 a month to maintain. And changing color up ain't cheap either. New color changes done professionally can cost anywhere from $75 for a single color to almost $300 for something like her neon roots. But occasionally, Billie goes for length and not color. Sometimes Billie wants super long hair, like the time she wore waist-length jet black extensions in London. Do you want some super long hair like Billie's? Well, be prepared to spend up to $1,200 because that's a ton of hair, not to mention the time it takes to have it professionally applied. But if it makes Billie smile, it's worth it, right? Speaking of smiling, which Billie doesn't do often, it's hard to get a perfect set of teeth. Billie has been open about the fact that she wears Invisalign to straighten her pearly whites, and a good smile costs a lot, like anywhere from $3,000 to $8,000 a lot. But we really need to talk about something Billie spends most of her cash on, and it's pretty far south from her teeth. Shoes. We could probably make an entire video just about Billie's sneaker collection, guys. It's impressive. We're talking Yeezys, Balenciaga, Gucci, Reebok, Scoot, and Nike. Lots of Nikes. Billie doesn't mess around with her kicks, which is why you'll see her wearing some shoes that can cost up to $2,000. These lime green Balenciagas, $995. These orange and tan Nike blazers, $820. Or how about these Gucci baskets? Get ready, $1,350. Her feet are literally covered in money. It's such a signature part of her look, so we get it, but don't stress, guys, she's not walking everywhere in these expensive kicks. Billie's vehicle ownership is still a bit of a mystery, but one fun fact about Billie's driving history is this: she doesn't drive. Her job is so demanding that she hasn't been able to secure her driver's license as of April 2019. But she does, however, already have this matte black Dodge Challenger. This kind of car, although given to Billie by her record label for her birthday, cost a pretty penny. We're not sure which Dodge Challenger she owns, but it looks like a Hellcat, which start at around $60,000. Add a custom matte paint job and you're looking at anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000 added on. She's also posed in front of what looks like a blue McLaren 570S or maybe a 600 LT. If Billie owns this one, she spent close to $250,000 on this ride. But maybe she wants something a little smaller to drive around. Maybe Billie wants to scoot around on a motorcycle instead. She was pictured in front of this blue ride, which looks like a Suzuki SV650. Thankfully, there's a helmet there too, don't worry guys. The caption on her IG photo with the bike says, "It's mine," so we're gonna take her word for it. This kind of bike would have set Billie back anywhere from $6,000 to $9,000. If she rides this baby around in the cold, we think she'll have plenty of layers to stay warm. Billie wears so many coats, and of course they're super oversized, so we have no idea how full her closet at home must be. This Space Jam styled Scoot jacket got everyone's attention, and it should. It costs around $1,500. This super unique Maxwell Bresler lime green jacket costs around $750, but you know, it's lime green, so Billie Eilish has to have it. So what do you think of what Billie Eilish spends her money on? Let us know in the comments. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for stopping by The Taco.